Hey guys, it's the History Nerd and we are back with another exciting episode of Stellaris. And where we last left off, we made our first roll of the dice for the Terran Republic on expansion into the galaxy, and it did not go well. The Graxton Empire, known certainly in this sector of space now for the glorious strategy of Corvette spamming, had defeated us quite handedly. So, let's unpause this, because we got a few things we got to figure out. Now, we've got a truce with them until when? You should tell me when. If I just hover over this, 2270. So we got 6 years. Now, part of the reason our fleet didn't really have that good of luck against a massive fleet of corvettes is because of our limited number of small weapons. As you can see, we got some serious small, well, I mean, that's all a corvette is small weapons. Our destroyer had the two autocannons, which, you know, very close range weapons. The magnetic field of Kunbar 10 experienced a complete reversal. Okay, valuable scientific data. That's good. So if we wanted to upgrade the Lima class to be a bit more effective against a massive Corvette force, one of the suggestions was to get rid of the point defense weapons. The unfortunate thing, because I agree that this would be perfect since we're not going up against missiles, then these are just wasted spots. We can only replace it with a medium weapon, which will be great for going up against destroyers and higher, but I don't think the medium weapons can effectively target corvettes. So upgrading our Lima class destroyers, well, it might be a little helpful. I don't think it's worth the minerals. Honestly, I think our best bet is to just stick with, for now, countering Corvette spam with Corvette spam. Now, we know that they're not exactly using shields, so what we could do is come through and just completely do away with the idea of shields altogether. Like so. And then, you know, we should get these ships upgraded, these 46 ships upgraded. We should be able to, you know, defend a bit more against all the shots they're flinging at us. Now, what else do we need to do to get ready to go after these guys? Because I'd like to go after them fairly quickly. So obviously getting our fleet up, and we can see we've got 10 destroyers and 36 corvettes, and any other corvettes we build, or any other ships we build, are going to be corvettes. So we're just going to spam like they spammed, except now their spam has the potential to be bigger because they got more planets. Upgraded biolab sounds lovely. We might as well go with, why not army upkeep? So what we need to do is we need to get bigger as well, which is a little bit of a trick, because we're going to need to settle a couple of colonies, and I've got these two obviously in mind for that. Do we have a level 5? Or what is this? Orbital blockade, yeah. What level are you? You are level 2. Right, we're on our 3rd scientist. It's only 60 years into the game. That's a little bit of bad luck. So we need to grab those 2 colonies, which means we will have to finally section off down here Las Veritas, and Las Veritas, that sector, you know, will eventually have another colony which we can get. So I would think, obviously our priority here is to just, first off, get a governor on Earth. My god. There you go, Earnhardt Meyer. Let's check everybody else. I think everybody else should be fine. So, we'll need to get our corvettes built up, so we need, what, 9 of them? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll just do the 4 then, and slowly build up. But we do need some more minerals. We're burning through all of our minerals far too quickly. Which is expected. I mean, you know, we're not exactly producing a lot of minerals, come to think of it. How's your food? 2. So if we did that, that would be bad. But we would still be able... let's take care of that. Leave that for now. I don't need a scientist dying on me just yet. It's got a new governor for Las Veritas, and I mean, I don't know. Just it's kind of bad doing that because, I mean, obviously, you know, that person is probably going to wind up leading the entire sector. Regardless, it's fine. We'll survive. We have a food surplus of 2. Excuse me. So we certainly could turn this into a mining station, which would probably be a good idea. And then over on Mandalore here, I think we've got quite a few mining stations that could use an upgrade and a rebuild. We need food here as well, though. There's not really a good food place. We do have the orbital hydroponic farms, so we'll wait for that. Because once we get that, then we'll probably have enough food going on the surface of Mandalore to be fine. What do we got going on over here? The Sergog Cooperative and the Elamand Conglomerate have joined together in the Harmonious Alliance. We got some new aliens to speak of. Greetings, I speak for Executive Schlargim and the wealthy elite of the Elamand Conglomerate. We're always looking forward to new trading partners. Well, then cooperation will benefit us all. Where are they? Where's the conglomerate? It's not these guys. These guys are the Sergog Cooperative. We got the Yildar Alliance of Systems. Are they like... I don't know. I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere. So we've got... Well, I guess we could go to the map view here. Diplomatically speaking, this is probably not a bad thing to take a look at. We do have friends, so that's good. You know, I mean, we're not exactly the world's most, or the galaxy's most popular empire, but at least, you know, people close to us do tend to enjoy our company. What else we got here? Opinion map mode. Really, the only people who have a negative opinion of us are obviously the people we're just at war with, and the AI attitude. The Zajan coalition is a little aggressive towards us, and obviously these guys are as well. But I don't think these guys are going to be proven to be any sort of challenge to us. The Syndicate of Chiknofa, or Chiknoaf, probably take care of those guys without too much of an issue. Right. We gotta save up for the farms above Mandalore, which is gonna be... oh, really? 1 mineral away? This is where I wish, you know, games allowed deficit spending. I mean, I understand why they don't. But 1 mineral away, come on. We can get that. We can get that built. Especially since it's gonna take more than a month to build this. So we would definitely be able to, you know, start the construction, then have the minerals show up as needed. Anyway, that's, you know, a very minor detail that I'm complaining about for really no good reason. But yeah, if we get the farms up there taken care of, we could also take one of these people off of physics research. I mean, I guess really engineering research of the 2 is the one we can spare. And then we can put down a mining network there as well. And just try and get our mineral production up a little bit higher. Over here in Las Veritas, there is so much work to be done. This is just... I just want to throw this into a sector and forget about it. It's basically where I'm at with this guy. But creating that sector means we're going to need to obviously, you know, fuel their mines and refine... Oh. Where's my construction ship? I guess we do have a lot of mines left. Or a lot of mineral installations left here, so we could go... Oh, no, we couldn't. What have we got? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, pretty standard. Okay, well, we'll go for that one first. Then we can afford to go for that one as well. We'll just have to keep an eye on our energy, although I think Las Veritas could be worked on to get energy up. All of this is tied into the whole, my god, we need our fleet up to snuff. Because we're going to have a war in 5 years. Or close to. At least our armies are ready to go. They're set. Oh, all of our observation outposts, they're doing just fine. Alright, so we got food back on Mandalore, which is, you know, a great thing. So 2, 1, we'll be able to get a neutral food amount with a full planet, so that's good. We could probably do to get, you know, some energy production going on, especially since we do have a single energy hub, which may have been a bit of a waste for this planet, considering its energy uses. Oh god, hold on. That cancel. That's not a mine. What are we doing? That's a mineral processing facility. My god. The inefficiencies. Well, we can upgrade you. I think everything here is good, except, you know, obviously we're lacking the 1,000 minerals to build up the imperial capital of Earth. That's life. You might as well head over there. Have we got auto-explore? Not yet. There's so many other far more important things to research than auto-explore. We'll get the last mining station built there and then head on over into Canaris and snag those mining stations. It's my cat expressing his displeasure with the, you know, general life. I imagine. I mean, he's not worse for wear or anything. Why? You don't like the aggressive first contact policy? Is that because you're why? Like, is everybody's humiliated? But this guy on top of it is like, yeah, that aggressive first contact policy is bringing me down just even a little bit more. So let's see, where's my policies? That's not the screen I'm looking for. It's these, right? No, it must be policies. Alright, first contact. Aggressive. We can change that to peaceful. 2 pops will become a little bit more happy. 1 pop will become a little bit less happy. I don't know, maybe we keep it. It's, we are xenophiles, right? Xenophile, militarist, materialist. So yeah, we don't necessarily need to be aggressive peoples. I'm not sure that's... because we don't really go around attacking neutral entities. Maybe we should. I don't know, that seems like a roll of the dice. There's the conglomerate. They have spread out quite a little bit there. Weird. Well, it's not really weird, but you know what I mean. How's our mineral situation coming? We can do a few more corvettes, which probably won't be a bad idea. We can do probably 3 of them. We'll still need 2 more to get up to our fleet limit. But hey, at least... construction complete. At least the Terran fleet, it's, you know... it's looking ridiculous, if you ask me. And unfortunately, because we've built all these corvettes last, in the fleet view, they're all going to be behind the destroyers. But I think even with the afterburners on our destroyers, our corvettes will still manage to jump ahead and get ahead of our point defenses. Again, that doesn't matter too much. We're not dealing with too many point defenses. But it's still a little annoying for future potential conflicts. Do we feel like we need more armies? We're going to have a hell of a lot more land to conquer. And obviously, we're going to return Keed and Ensmars to our good friends, the Husko. We'll be trying to vassalize the last of these guys. We can't even pretend to declare war to, like, draw it all up. At least we're sitting at equivalent, and their tech level is worse than ours. So provided we can match... Meticulous, that seems like a good trade for a scientist. Provided we can match their fleet numbers. Can we... Not necessarily... I really would like to get that physics going. But research is not a high priority right now. Right now, it is all about
System survey
getting our
complete.
empire up,
Construction complete.
running properly. Except for this planet. My God, what am I gonna do here? I don't even really have any minerals that I seem to care about. I don't know what that... I mean, maybe I should just section these guys off now. We're still building that. We can do a few more Corvettes here. So what are we at? 364, 65. Loverly. Can we start looking? Perhaps not Earth, which is going to require,
Complete.
you know, 1,000 minerals to get upgraded to an Imperial capital. Why are we losing so many? So we need to worry about energy now. So that tells me clearing that out probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but Las Veritas here needs to get rolling. So we'll clear that out. We'll clear that out. We'll clear that out. Then we can take, you know, some of these people on research or other things that aren't necessary and get them working on power stations right away. Because if we're going to need more... That's why I was leaning towards not building up too many more. Good God. Just sitting here not doing anything. Fine. Survey there and survey there. There we go. We got some research done. Power Hub level 2. That'll help a little bit. There's not really anything else we need here. Plasma throwers are pretty handy dandy little weapons. Do we want to swap over to plasma weapons? Eating through ship armor. That would probably be a good idea. So let's go plasma weapons and let's go a hydroponic farm level 2. Enough food problems within the Republic that getting that rolling is probably a good idea. Now, have we got any of that cleared yet? Not yet. We got Mandalore rolling, which means we're almost producing 100 minerals a month, which is okay. You know, that's almost a Corvette a month, which isn't that bad. If we start... Yeah, you've got enough power plants on Earth for me to care about that. Oh, right, the Research Institute. Well, we can't let Earth fall to anyone now, can we? Handing over humanity's research institutions to crazy, violent Graxton Empire. No, no, no. Humanity won't lay down. Let that happen. No. You. We got the power hub there, so this will just become a power plant. And then this relatively useless physics research can get moved over. And then the bio can get moved up too, and that should help us out with all of our energy issues. So you can go there and build a power plant. Thankfully they're, you know, relatively cheap. And then we can go through and upgrade them all. Of course, how much would it cost to make you guys a planetary capital? Some amount of funds. Do other planets? I think all our other planets probably need that. Which would alleviate our food issues. Yes. But how much? Why won't you just tell me how much that's going to cost? I'd like to know before I spend on it. I guess I could take a look at the wiki. But, I mean, this is something that has to happen. So we'll just go ahead and do it. Obviously, well, let's see here. We can find out. Cancel. So 736 to 311. So there's a fair amount of investment, but we'll be able to get Mandalore up soon.
Research complete.
Get you there, and we will build a power plant there as well. So that should theoretically help us out a little bit with our power issues. Now, once we send the fleet out, it's going to be a completely different story, because, you know, our power reserves are going to drop. Thankfully, we've got tons of power in reserve, so we're able to fight a war, which is important. We need to be able to pull that off. So that was hydroponics level 2. I don't think we need to necessarily rush into level 3, but a virtual combat arena probably wouldn't be bad. Are you really done researching those two, and you're only a level 3? Tremblay, come on. Okay. We'll go like that, like that, like that, and like that. And then come back to me when we send you down there to find out what's going on. I'm guessing those guys at Heka are, you know, newcomers to this craziness that we call the interstellar political game. Perhaps potential allies? At the very least, I hope they're just normal people. Normal people. So it looks like if we go into the coalition mode here, maybe not. We'll click on them. So yeah, it looks like these two guys and the Yildari Alliance of Systems are getting nice and friendly. I don't necessarily know if these guys are interested in expanding our political connections further than a non-aggression pact. They do kind of like us. Our border friction is definitely a thing. Our border friction is a thing because of them, I might add. Jumping in here, snagging, what, 2 energy and minerals? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. It does make me want to upgrade this first so we can push our borders out a bit further, but I think Mandalore is more deserving of getting a capital upgrade than Las Verdes. Though it won't be long. There we go. Okay. That should help push our borders out a little bit more. And, you know, just a little bit of pushback down there is a good thing. Ah, right.
System survey complete.
Okay, thank you. When the flak batteries coming along. So I guess what we could do with our destroyers is upgrade the rear point defense to just be a single flak battery and see how that goes. Because I think that flak battery will still be used against smaller vessels, and I mean, hey, corvettes, them's the smallest vessels in the game other than fighters. So maybe that would be a good thing. Yeah, so that's probably what we'll wind up doing with the Lima class. I could also go through and design a whole new destroyer section. The only problem is, like, for the targets we're going up against, you know, we want small weapons. So we're either with a gunship and a picket bow and no stern that'll really accommodate us. So I think we're stuck with the ships we've got for now. I think swapping out the 2-point defense for a single flak battery, provided the flak batteries are working. I'm gonna be honest, I've never used them in game before, so we'll find out. Find out right quick. I don't necessarily know that we'll be going to war this episode, but I mean, hey, we're only about, what, 25 minutes in? Anything could happen. I'm just a little concerned that perhaps we're not as ready as I thought we were. Plus, I wouldn't mind getting some plasma throwers in on this fight too, if it just melts armor, and we know these guys are going to be fairly well armored. I would love to be able to do some espionage and find out, you know, like, what these ships are looking like, what we can do to counteract all the craziness, so that's coming along nicely. This is getting upgraded, which means once that's done, we can definitely clear that out and have people living there. Same as here, because the planetary capitals will be producing a little bit more food, as you can see, which is lovely, lovely. We don't need to worry about upgrading the farms then. Do we want... I don't think at this stage we necessarily want... whatever it was that I was thinking of, because I think what we would rather do is get those mining stations built up down there. Just so we can, you know, have a decent amount of mineral production rolling. And at this stage, we might even start looking at colonizing one of these two planets. Oh yeah, the high quality minerals with one mineral slot. Or natural beauty on a planet we won't be living on for a while. Stone Age primitives on this guy. Which, yeah, I think that's going to be the one we go for here. So we got ourselves the flak battery done, which is good. We could jump straight into flak artillery, but I'm not going to go down that route. I think that's a little ridiculous. For no other reason than we don't need to do that. So we'll grab that, because better mineral processing would probably be a good thing. We're going to take a look at the Lima. We're going to swap you out to a rear gunship stern, and then give you a flak battery, which should help us out a fair amount. Now, the flak battery is, as you can see, oh, well, I was going to say, is an energy hog. No, not so. Just when you swap out, you know, ship types, doesn't keep all the things that you had in there. That looks relatively alright. Let's see if our numbers drop. So we're at 3,051. If we upgrade these guys, we are now at a fleet strength of...
Ships upgraded.
Well, that's an improvement, I would say. Hopefully, like I say, hopefully the flak batteries, which we can just make out, work well against corvettes. I don't know if they do. I would assume they do. Considering what a flak battery is, how it operates and functions, I would expect it to definitely be doing some stuff against smaller ships. Efforts to map the surface of this planet have identified a strange mountain formation. You best go dig into that virtual combat arena. Lovely. I don't think we've got anywhere to put that. But we'll get a habitability naval capacity up instead. Yeah, coming along. Oh, Earth. We might as well make you the planetary capital of the Empire. And get that done. Governor Na Deng has leveled up and become resilient. Always a good thing to have a resilient governor. So we can grab one of these planets without having to sector off Tifum, which I think is a good thing. The unnatural mountain formation that was found on Yamathir 6 turned out to be quite natural after all. Oh, well, that's sad. It looks like we lost an observation post, too. I'm guessing border pushes? Maybe? Los Veritas, are you? Yeah, you're coming along slowly. We got all of our energy stuff going. Good. So yeah, we will be able to land on Kraz here without having to give up really anything. As per Grand Admiral Eva Aguera's mandate, additional mining stations have been built. Lovely. Let's get a colony ship going. And at some point we should also upgrade our space stations, just so we're able to push into cruiser production once we get that research unlocked, but that might be a while.
Anomaly found.
By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the survey of this planet. Research it. Although I have a feeling, perhaps not with this one, but at some point, Tremblay, you're going to come across something you want to research that's going to kill you. As is the way of the Terran Republic Science Corps. Well, that's fine, right? Everybody wants an exciting death. Everybody wants to die being remembered, right? what better way to die being remembered than exploring the cosmos? So who are you at war with? Yeah, the Saban hierarchy. So the Yadar Alliance of Systems here has been like, look, we're the same color, we're in the same sector of space, you have two systems, we're taking them, and I expect them to fully take them without too much of an issue, because, my god, the disparity there is insane. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit over Yamathir 2. It is covered in scratch marks, presumably from the pod's mothership exploding. Presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded. Let's get the tense right here. And preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. Little free society research. That ain't bad. I'll take that to the bank. The Society Research Bank. Yeah. Food production is looking pretty good on this planet, so I don't necessarily think we need to jump this up to a frontier hospital. Although the frontier hospital will give us other benefits as well. I think at this stage, let's work on our raw materials first, right? Like, if we're going to be fighting a war, we're going to need all of the energy and all of the minerals we can accrue. Is our fleet strong enough? Do we think it's strong enough? No, not now that we got plasma throwers, I'll tell you that much. Although I do like disruptors better. Because, I mean, the plasma throwers, they melt armor. But disruptors fire high-energy bolts that weaken and destroy the molecular bonds that hold the target's constituent atoms together. They are particularly effective against shields. Well, we don't really need to worry about that then. Maybe better sensors? I don't think I've ever upgraded the science ship sensors from level... Have I? Oh, no, I have. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're doing fine there. Construction ship has got all of those. Oh, okay. What? Why did you say you're done? Oh, because it's an interesting combination. Well, we should probably build that out now. I think that's a good use of our relatively limited funds. Our colony ship is almost done. And really what I should be doing is utilizing the in-game interface better. But what can you do? Colonize. Where would be a good spot? Because I haven't even thought about that. Let's see. So that's basically just bonuses to energy, which is not necessarily the world's best. Here, we will burn one energy production tile, which we can get back from one of the two non-energy producing tiles, provided the reservation doesn't pop up there and ruin our day. But at least here we'd get a bonus to food and minerals, which seem to be relatively plentiful on the planet. Energy. We got a few. It's going to cost some minerals to get it working. But yeah, there's enough going on here that I think this is going to be a relatively good spot to put down the capital. I guess what we could also do... So if we went here, we get the 2 boosts to food, we get a boost to energy, to mineral production, and to food over there, as well as leaving, basically not wasting a single energy, right, that we're going to wind up replacing anyway. Yeah, let's just go there. We will go with Serendipity. I know that there's been requests for planet names. And I will happily go back and rename Serendipity to something more appropriate. But I've completely forgotten all the name suggestions that were there. I know there's a lot from, like, other sci-fi things like Mandalore and system names from Halo and stuff like that. I'd kind of like to not do too much of that. I realize it's a bit late with Mandalore. But... you know, I'm trying to build my own world here. I don't necessarily need a fusion of Halo and Star Wars coming together for the Terran Republic. But, you know what? Whatevs. If you guys got a colony name, leave it in the suggestions and I'll pick the one I like for the next episode. December of 2269. You're still doing well? I guess, really, once these guys... Like, we can integrate these guys roughly the same time we're supposed to go to war with these guys. I don't know if integrating would be really a good idea. I doubt that we'd be able to have our planets connected. It would be much better to return those planets, which I think would be the entire war score there.
System survey complete.
So then the question becomes, you know, do we necessarily want to head over there and then do a couple of these? Because you're still just level 3. Okay. Go clear that up. I remember when this space was a lot bigger. It felt a lot bigger. There was far more unexplored space between our two empires. The Yildir Alliance of Systems has certainly grown to the north. I'm not too concerned about our situation yet, but I would like to get this sector all under control. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Like I say, returning these 3 planets to our vassals is probably going to be an entire, like, that's going to eat up all of our war score. Which is fine, I get that. That's half the freaking empire. But, yeah, I don't know. The war score system in this game still needs a bit of work, in my humble opinion. We good there? We are good there. Is there any other location where we can exploit some good mining? And there is, so we shall. We're doing good. We got this finished. That was pretty darn quick. How is our energy reserve now that I'm thinking about it? Let's go talk to... Oh, good God. Where are you? Is that you? There we go. That's easy. Perhaps you were wondering about the significance of the shapes you see on the mural behind me. That is a good question with a very interesting answer. The fee for this information is 15 quadrillion energy credits. Sounds like a scam. Can you aid us in our research? Of course, we are prepared to offer you limited access to our extensive databanks for a period of 10 years. Then yes, we shall. There we go. That at least got their opinion of us up. That'll help with our researching. We'll be able to make that 1,000 energy stuff back at some point in time. We can build another Corvette. Do we need another Corvette? Not sure that we do. Their tech level is still below us. Everything else is sitting equivalent. We cannot declare war on these bad people yet, but soon. And like I say, I think we're going to have to liberate these guys first. Oh, I was really hoping. Maybe we won't declare war right away. Like, it's tough, right? Because obviously the longer we give these guys to rebuild, the stronger they're going to get. But my God, we need to build up a bit ourselves. We've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Hulapax, Oxodolf. They are presently in the late medieval age. It's going to be a while before these guys get to space. We won't really need to worry about them, you know, until they come into our borders and we set up an observation post and learn all the things about living in a medieval society. I should have built one of those.
Research complete.
Oh well. We'll be fine. Naval capacity, 10%. Clone vats. Do we want to go with a clone army? Well, let's see. So a clone army has a base damage of 1.87 to 3.75 and morale damage of 234 to 468. Our regular armies, 215 to 431, 247 to 495. I don't think that the clone vats are really going to be worth it. I think we will go with instead, I guess the energy siphon. We might as well get that researched. and off of our to-do list eventually. Your sickening species is definitive proof that the universe has a sense of humor, human. So this game starts, does it? Can we declare war on you now? Right, so let's see what we want to do. Obviously these guys are coming in because they are me, or they are my vassals. So we want Ked, and we want Ensmar, right? And we want Brigada, or Brigatha. Oh, no, that's not theirs. Okay. So was it really just those two systems that's theirs? So this is a new colonized system from them? Okay, so if we're sitting at 49% there. Oh, they're too big to vassalize? Nope. Nope, they're not. Well, I mean, yes. Yes, they are. A war score of 99 is a bit ridiculous. But I want to weaken these guys more. So the new colony on... well, what the heck is going on here? Oh, because we've already got those going to the Husko Confederation. Of course. Well, then let's also liberate Brigatha. Right? So that should be good. We'll get the Husko Confederacy back up. We'll create a little buffer state here between us and them. And we'll be able to integrate the Husko Confederacy once we get rolling. So let's confirm this. And the first thing I want to do... So these are just transport ships. They got better sensors than us. Other than that, that's about it. Good. I'm pleased. Let's go to Keed. And let's take our Mandalorians and our Lost Viridians and take these two guys up there. Right? That'll... Can we get these guys to meet up in a single jump? There we go. Okay, we'll do that. And then they'll still need to do a secondary jump. So let's have them jump to there. And that should be good. We're almost done settled on serendipity here. I'm just going to turn this down to speed 1 so I can react accordingly to any and all military situations that happen to pop up. The war declaration has gone through. We got some new research to do. And we might as well... Probably the plasteel armor, to be honest. We're going heavy into armor, and, you know, we could definitely use better armor for our ships. So what I want to do is to be able to get ourselves in a good position. Basically, I want to make sure we can actually take Keed before pressing too much further in this war. We've learned about some new peoples. We don't necessarily need to worry about them. The Yadar systems have made peace, so I would imagine... I was going to say, I would imagine that they really shrunk down, but they didn't. I think they only lost a single system. Our new settlement on Serendipity has come into contact with the primitive Stone Age aliens native to this world. Limit our settlement, obviously, to the smaller enclaves that we have to do. And oh my god, are you kidding me? That's it? That's really good. And we're going to get a nice society boost to our physics research. You could always slap down another research institution over there. Usually these are much bigger, so I'm surprised that it is such a small enclave we're limited to. We're not even really, if you ask me, limited to anything there. Just a couple of construction ships over there, huh? Have you got any sort of planetary defenses here? You got a space station, huh? Well, let's go blow up that space station, shall we? 24 days to wind down war? So much for the idea of any sort of surprise attack. Oh, they've built... Let's scope out their weapon systems. Oh, sons of bitches! They've swapped over to level 4 lasers and disruptors. So... at least they haven't gone over to missiles. That's a good thing. Let's see. So yeah, we're engaged and all we're doing is just taking damage here. We're taking a lot of damage. We don't have any sort of shields. I didn't know these guys made the big swap to laser weapons. I had no way of knowing that. Still, as our fleet gets in, we can see, there we go. These two ships are finally getting their autocannons rolling. And once those autocannons start going, even though they're small, the amount of damage these things spew out is quite tasty. So let's get you guys over there. Let's get you guys merged together. And have we got a general available? We do, from the previous war, of course. It looks like they're just slowly kind of piecing together a little fleet of corvettes here. Shocker. Still rolling with the lasers. Loss-wise, you know, we didn't lose too many ships, although that destroyer is about to die. We gained a resilient person, which is good. Let's... oh no, they're in range. I just want to make sure I don't get this. They're just throwing little corvette piecemeal fleets in.
Construction complete.
We shouldn't have too much of a problem taking those guys down. But what I am going to do while we're sitting here, maybe I should take a look and start redesigning these guys to make some use. That's just horrible, isn't it? One level 2 shield? I don't think that's necessarily all that helpful. But you know what? It's going to be more useful than none. So let's get a Lima destroyer and 2 corvettes up. I'll worry about upgrading the rest of the fleet when we have to.
System survey complete.
Or as we go through the war. Oh, wonderful. We got a freaking wartime election going on. Not that that really, you know, matters all that much. That's just going to take forever to bomb down, isn't it? Oh, okay. You can definitely jump out of there. Because, unsurprisingly, they have a much larger fleet that's going to be far more... well, at least it looks like with their destroyers, right? They've gone heavy into the point defense, which is good news for us because we don't use missiles. Now, they don't have much in the way of armor on these suckers either.
Construction complete.
So let's just hope those guys get out. And we will see if these guys want to fight or not. Looks like they got some troop transports. Yep, they definitely want to fight. So let's see how this goes. Again, they have the numbers. I just want to get these fortifications down. Building up defensive armies. That's fine. What are they warping in? Enemy transport ships.
Hostile fleet.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Situation log updated.
Great. We've got a new ruler. I'll take a look at the mandate at some point when we're not fighting a war. And our corvettes are melting like mad, as are destroyers. See, our trick here is to get in nice and close, right? But even still,
Hostile fleet engaged.
we're getting chewed to pieces here. We got no retreat options? Well, I don't know what to do. How bad is these, how bad? Oh, I don't even have any war goals yet. I don't know what we can do. Their fleet seems insurmountable. If we take a look at post-fleet results here, we lost 7 destroyers and 29 corvettes, whereas they lost 1 destroyer and 15 corvettes. Most of our damage is obviously coming from kinetics. Most of their damage is coming from lasers. So really what we need to do is completely redesign our ships, whoops, to be much better against laser weapons. So something like that on our corvettes, and look at this. Okay, we gotta rethink the way this is going. Something like that, maybe? And I'm also wondering if something like that would be better, just so we get a bit more range out of our smaller weapons on the destroyer. So we'll do that, or... Now, like, I mean, at this stage, knowing... Damn. I think we're going to have to do that. And then you guys should really get out of there. And we'll pull our we'll pull our transports back too. When does our fleet come back around? Greetings, I've been chosen by Directorate Davas to represent the Jesinax Consortium. Operation will certainly benefit us all, Penguin Man. Where are you? You went there, did you? Well, how about... We'll send you to Earth. Just because... that seems like a better idea. So yeah, we'll give those new ship types a try. And see, I think maybe swapping over to plasma throwers might be good. Because if we take a look at these guys, right? Like, if we take a look at their fleet here, most of it is geared towards taking down, you know, shields. Now, swap it over to just shields should give us a bit more defense against these, and then they've only got small ceramic armor. Just little chunks of it. So... sticking with our mass drivers should be good? Question mark? I don't know, we'll have to see how things go. For now, thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.